What up, everyone? It's Derek Fox, back with another one. Yeah, there's a new update, 2.3.7. However, that's not actually going to be the topic of discussion for today. Yes, we'll briefly go over the update, but this is a video that's been a long time coming, and I really want to talk about it and go over some of this stuff. So this might not be for you kids who like want to see all this different cool stuff or like have me entertaining you and whatnot. No, this is going to be more of a constructive criticism type conversation. So let's go ahead and just briefly go over this update. I mean, it's not really much to update. Obviously, one new skill, new daily playtime reward. They added this. That's pretty cool. I mean, me personally, it should have been there about like 6-7 months ago.
He ain't lying.
Better late than never. Never late is better though. Skill, I haven't even seen the skill yet, so we gotta level this up. So, all right, reset. Level up. Oh my God, 55 QD. Oh, okay, it's a lot. Holy moly, skill better be good, man. Holy moly. Okay, let me get all this stuff up real quick. Be right back. Okay, Dragonflight, attack the enemy one time, dealing 2,153% of attack damage each time with 38-second cooldown. Okay, before I get into all of that, well, I guess let me, what's up, dude?
My man.
Sorry. All right, before I get into all of that, let's go check out the skill real quick. We're gonna get into the deeper topic of things. Pretty much, today's topic is gonna be about the woes and hardships at the current state of Sword Warriors as we speak right now. It's been a little brutal. This has been pretty brutal. And we're gonna go over, I wrote down several topics here, and I don't wanna call them issues because let me be frank and clear. Sword Warriors, at the end of the day, thank you. It made me, I got to play the game. Build a community. I got to meet a lot of you guys, people from all over the world, and we communicate, we chop it up, we have fun. You gotta take the good with the bad and the bad with the good. So I just wanna make that clear. I don't want this coming off as if, I mean, it's gonna sound like I am complaining. Yeah, I'm sure it is, but I think the game could be improved, and I wanna go over several topics of like some of the hardships that all of us are having at this moment. So after I see the skill pop off real quick, we're gonna get into it. I mean, it's all right. I mean, that Kamehameha, I mean, it just took a minute, bro. Like, golly, man. Like, homeboy charged up, man. It took a minute. He not even aiming in the right direction. Okay, all right. Game's a game, man. Whatever. Let me back out of here. Here with all that nonsense. Man, come on. Hey, homeboy charged up. All right. We got several things to go over. Let's go ahead and let's get into it. First, let me log out real quick. Well, actually, I don't really need to log out. This morning, when the update came out at 9:25, I checked it, and here's a screenshot. It shows that currently it was about 4,254 players. All right, now let me go ahead and look at the other screenshot. So I took the other screenshot at 7:18 p.m. my time. So again, I'm in the United States of America on the East Coast. Think of New York. Think of New York City. That's where I'm located. Not in New York City per se, but on the East Coast in that time zone. So it's 7:18 p.m. my time, or the screenshot at that time. And right now we're down to 2.9K players. That means 30% players from this morning to now this evening have dropped off. That's a big deal. And, there's been times where, I've seen Sword Warriors get down to like 1.1, 1.2K players. I don't know what else to say that hasn't been said already by a lot of us. And I think we're going to have a discussion. We're going to get it all out there. All right, let's go to first things first. I got several topics to talk about. I want to talk about the sword luck, the swords themselves from World 10. This is all World 10. I want to talk about carrying versus non-carrying, the state of the game, endless, the heroes, the bugs, a lot of things. Okay, so let's start with the first topic, sword luck. So when World 10 was first introduced, we're all excited, we're all happy. I didn't know it was coming out. You come right here, you see the swords, the top swords, and we have all the percentage right here. 1.1% for the mysterious, 0.4 for the eternity one. I don't need any of these. If you look at my sword decks, I'm good to go. I have continuously tried I've spent like well over 200 QN trying to 5-star this sword. And this is the best I've done. I've got it to 4 stars. I got 2-star right here, and now 1 star right there. I'm going to let this run. I'm going to spin up about 30 QN, and I'll be right back. So look right here. You see right here, the number says 219. It says 219. I'm going to try 5-star it, but I'm just going to spin up 30 QN just to show you an example of how hard this is. Mind you, okay, let's go ahead and equip this anyway because 1, it gives us lucky level 6. So once we equip that, it increased by 0.05%. Now, a lot of people don't have this ornament because it's around Christmas time. Some of the new players don't have it. So let's go ahead and quit the lucky hat, the Christmas hat. Go back. Now I'm at 0.5%. Don't need this, don't need this, don't need this, don't need this, don't need this. Need that one. Once again, we've seen what we have. I already had 2 of these. Burial Psalm. Arbitration Excalibur, I was only able to 4-star. I don't even need to spin this because we have the new Endless Sword, but I'm just gonna make an example. Be right back. So I'm just gonna keep it recording. I'm gonna speed it up. That way I don't hear no, oh, well, you might have deleted it or you might have cut it out. Like, no. So we got 1 right there. That's the first one. All right, we got 2. All right, my bad. Oh, no. Yeah, 2. Okay, yeah. All right, so yeah, we got 2. Craft that. Need a lot more. And you can see right there. So we were at 219 earlier, now we're at 218. Let's get it. Mind you, I already spent 20 QN earlier today, but I didn't document that. So basically, at this point, I'm going to be spending 50 QN. And when I spent that 20 QN, I only got a 1-star. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you just witnessed me spending 30 QN, right? And like I said, earlier today, I spent 20 QN just to get a 1-star. So if we back away, so mind you, I got a lucky level 6, got the Christmas hat. All we came out with was another 1-star. Now again, this was just for educational purposes, demonstration purposes. Clearly, I don't need this sword anymore. I didn't really need it to begin with because 1, I'm a pay-to-win player, so I already have a 5-star Dragon Blade, and we also have the Endless Sword. But the whole purpose of this was to show you like how difficult it is for free-to-play players who don't have the money, who don't have the gems, or newer players who come in the game who cannot get this stuff off rip because they don't have a Christmas hat. Sure, they could probably use another sword that gives them lucky from a previous world or whatnot, but it's so difficult to like 4-star, 5-star these swords. I have spent countless amounts of QNs, and I have not even scratched the surface of trying to get a 5-star of this sword. Now, there's a reason why I'm bringing this up, because you guys made World 10 super difficult. Even for me, who's been around this game for over a year, who is, I mean, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but let's just call it what it is. One of the top players, or a pretty strong player. Let's just keep it at that. And in the beginning, before the Dragon Blade came out, super difficulty trying to beat World 10. I've got a couple stars on this one. One has Lifesteal level 6, Solemn Sam City Experience level 6. Great. So the other one has 2.5 XP. Great. Any one of these swords I take in there, I'm going to die. And let's put it to the test. First topic was sword luck. Horrible. You guys got to do better than that. Developers, you have to do better than that. Because now the sword looks, not only sword looks bad, but also now the damage on these swords, they don't cut the mustard. You know what? I'll show you the lifesteal one. We're just going to run it real quick. I'll even put Darkened Wings on there. We're going to run it. Let me show you how bad it is. Well, why'd you put Darkened Wings on there? That's pay to win ornament. Darkened Wings is the ornament that has the highest lifesteal on there. So keep in mind, I have the highest lifesteal with the ornament and highest lifesteal on the sword. If I die here, that tells you none of the ornaments, the rest of the ornaments, they're no good for you in World 10. It's a pay-to-win ornament. And now I'm able to, so the highest ornament that has the highest lifesteal, plus a sword that has level 6 lifesteal. And if I die at the final boss, as you see, look at my health right now, that just goes to tell you the game is too difficult. We want to speed this up, and I'm going to show you. Everything else is null and void. Keep in mind the damage I'm doing right now. 77.4 million. Keep that in mind, because we're using the mysterious one. Clearly, I can't 5-star the one better than that, but guess what? We have the one that's better than that. We have the endless one. So if I can't get through with the endless one, then you already know what type of time we're on, right? Let's go ahead and check the endless one I have. What's on there? Attack speed, fine. Again, it doesn't matter if I had life still on the sword or not. It doesn't matter because it's not going to be that much more damage than the other one, the mysterious one. That sword has life steal with, in addition to the Darkened Wings. And in case if you guys can't tell by now, attack speed is where it's at. That's the meta. That's it. The whole getting, double XP on your sword and all that. Unless you have Shaman with you, so you'll see. I'm not going to speak too fast because I'm jumping ahead of myself. Here we go. There you have it. There you have it. Right there. Died with a paid to win ornament. Level 6 life steal. Died with one of the top swords brought by this level. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So if my sword has lifesteal, right? And my ornament has lifesteal. You saw the damage. 77.4 million. Fine, let's go look at the endless sword, right? Let's see what kind of damage we'll do. Okay, roughly 20 million more. Mind you, I have to go spend some bucks or something to put maybe lifesteal on this. I'm not gonna change it because I have attack speed. It doesn't really matter. I'm still probably going to die. And that is an example like you guys made the game way too lopsided. Now this leads into the third point. So now we just got over how horrible the sword luck was. Even if you get a good sword, it's not gonna do you any good. And for giggles, I'm gonna just cut to the final boss. And I'm not gonna go out here and go spend extra additional gems to go get lifesteal on this sword for 20 million more. I'm not gonna do it. The whole point is, if you don't have lifesteal on both of these things, items, and bring in shaman or priest, maybe priest might get you through. Maybe, shaman will definitely get you through. That's the only way. But in terms of like, and the only way I was able to 3-star this is by running around. You made it too lopsided. So how do you expect new players or even the free-to-play players to win when it's too lopsided? You guys gotta do better. And yeah, so I didn't record this part because I cut it off, but yeah, here we go. Look, stuck in the corner. So now, yeah, this all goes to the whole point of this whole video right here. Stuck in the corner. I have to reset now because this is still going on. This is still going on. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Nothing has freaking changed. What if I was... Guess what, guys? Spent literally probably $100 yesterday since it was 15% off, buying a whole rack of these. What if I started boosting right now during this video? What if I was boosting and I have to deal with this? I have to wait till 5 to 6, 7, 8 minutes for this to reset. You guys get upset at us for bringing this up, but this is a problem. I'm showcasing it right now. It's a problem. Where you going? See, look, I'm not doing that. Here I am trying to show you guys the whole endless sword. Made it to 489. Now I gotta redo this whole video. What if I was boosting on 2 XPs and gems and stuff? This is a problem. This is one of many problems I'm going over. I'm glad this came up. I'm glad this just happened. When I say you guys, I'm talking about the devs. And again, shout out to the devs, but at the same time, like I be feeling like I be disrespected at times. Devs and mods, this is what happens all the time. And you can't just sit here and say like this is acceptable. This was on my list, and I'm glad it just happened right now. So it's okay for me to spend literally $100 buying your product, and then I'm like losing what 1/6 to at minimum. Let's say it's 5 minutes for this to reset. Let's say it takes 5 minutes for this to reset. Out of 30 minutes, 5 minutes out of 30, that's 1/6, right? 5 times 6 is what? 30. 30 minutes. So I'm losing out at minimum 1/6 of my money per freaking boost. And you're saying like this is acceptable? No, this is unacceptable. And I know, and I can hear Nayron in my ear right now. He's like, this is why you bought your wallet. This is why I left the game. This and that. Shout out to Nayron. I miss you, brother. But yeah, this is crazy. This is maniacal. I'm glad this happened. Look at that. How do you lose health? How?
How, Sway?
Let's try this again. Oh, it's an editing nightmare. It's unacceptable. You can't just say like, oh, well, it is what it is. The whole situation, you give so little to compensate for the pay-to-win place. Everything's out of whack right now, in my opinion. This is the whole purpose of this video. Everything's out of whack. The way how you treat your free-to-play players versus the way how you treat your pay-to-win players on both sides is not good. It's really not. It's trash. I'm getting to that point. I am getting to that. I'm seriously getting to that point where I'm considering walking away from this game. I know I've been saying that from time to time again. I have the next couple of weeks coming up where I don't have my kids. I will start doing some research on some new games, and I will take my money elsewhere because this is absolute crazy. It's unacceptable. Number 3, donate. And I'm not sitting here, I don't expect to be owed anything because I'm the number 3. I've always said that. But I feel like I have been told by a mod, shout out to him, it's nothing but love, but at the same time, you did tell me that I do have influence because I do have a YouTube channel. I have spent some money, so I do have some influence. So I feel like I'm trying to speak for the people, and we need to get this stuff, in order. It's not like I'm praying for like Sword Warriors downfall or anything. Heck no, especially as much time and money I've invested into this game, but it needs to be a better product, period. All right, I'm done rambling about that. I'm gonna focus on this. Back to the topic at hand. We're showcasing the Endless Sword and see if we can beat the last boss on Wave 500. Maybe Rage will save us. I don't know. I'm doing this as if I'm AFK autoing. I'm not gonna go do some tiny task and set up all my stuff like that. I'm not doing any of that. You guys built in the auto for a reason. I bought the whole thing for a reason. And there you have it, right there. So the top free-to-play sword, cannot get this done. How do you expect free-to-play players, how do you expect new players to beat this level without purchasing like Shaman at minimum? Look at my level here. I'm about to be 131. Let's be honest. No free-to-play player is up that top level, okay? No. So you telling me that they can do it with this sword, with no Shaman, with priests and or whatever free heroes that come with it? I mean, come on, we got to be honest with ourselves. And then I'm sure I'm gonna hear like, well, that sword doesn't have lifesteal. It doesn't even matter if it had lifesteal. I just showed you, even with level 6 lifesteal, you're going to get cooked. This is no good. It wouldn't even matter if it had lifesteal, attack speed. It doesn't matter. You're going to get cooked. So we just talked about the sword luck. We just talked about the type of swords. And then unexpectedly, we just saw that whole nonsense that just happened with me getting stuck in the corner that's been going on forever and forever. You guys got there's a lot of growing up to be done right now. You gotta fix this stuff because everything's out of balance. Everything's out of whack. It's not a good experience. If Darkened Wings can't get it done, you can forget about Mech Wings, Eye of Hell. You can forget about the Crown of the Ruined King. You can forget all that. You have to get to that last boss, pray to God, run around, maybe equip this if you got it, and then die and be brought back to life. Maybe you might survive, but it's just not a good experience. The game is out of whack. And so why is this game so hard right now? Why is the sword luck so bad? Why are the swords damage is not good enough? Why are the boss levels are so high, or the mobs levels are so high in World 10? It's all due to this whole notion, the mods and the devs believe that they don't want to carry these folks. First sign of discouraging carrying was when the gem gift was limited. Like back in the day, there was no maximum. Now I can only enter 1 trillion at a time. That was the first sign of the nonsense. They're like, oh, you're giving stuff away. So you don't encourage like teaming up and carrying, but if you look around, if you see right here, it says you'll see fighting with your friends, 50% EXP. So fighting with your friends give you an extra 50%. Endless. In order to get to 175, 140, all these other waves, you're encouraged to fight with crew instead of soloing, correct? Boss mode originally, it was super hard. Let's go look in boss mode. What does this whole wall represent? Oh, teams and stuff. Oh, the first one to do it. Oh, this is teams. This whole team notion. The Pantheon. You got these guys over here talking about the teams and all this other mess, like in the corner or whatnot over here. So you are encouraging, it's not the same, but it's similar in terms of like working togetherness, whether it's carrying or whether it's like being together in teams. So you're telling me, someone who's been in the game for a year, you don't want me kind of teaming up with my 2 kids who don't really play the game that much, but they'll come in and out. I can't really carry them.
Got them.
And along with other players to try to help them to make sure like they're making some progress where they're going to stay in your game longer. Make it make sense, because they're 2 conflicting ideologies, all right? They're not meshing well together. I don't understand the notion. I really don't. Make it make sense. You made freaking 4X 175, even for the pay-to-win players. Me, DC, Michael, Gyarados, all these other people. I don't know who was crying about Speaker Woman being broken. That to me is asinine. It is absolutely ridiculous because they fell off the leaderboard. That's the only saving grace that got us to 175. Otherwise, I'm not spending 4 to 6 hours trying to get to 175. It came from your own freaking moderator right here. Let's pull it up. Shout out to my boy Texie, man. Again, Texie, we're going to do this interview. I promise you, I'm going to do this interview. But I'm cooking right now. I've got to cook. Hello, everyone. I'm making this announcement now to prevent the magnitude of questions and reports that, you will see. Blah, 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 blah. 900 was like, she was tweaking. Speaker Woman is working fine after more testing, but won't recommend using her in later waves. I talked about it in the last video from last week. You guys keep nerfing stuff. You guys keep taking stuff away. Again, that's the other point. You're taking stuff away instead of giving more stuff. Why are you, who do you cater in this game to? Because you're not catering the game to the play-to-win players, and you're not really catering the game to the free-to-play players. So who's this game being catered to? You're taking stuff away. Speaker Woman was something that could help me and help anyone really to advance and get further in the game and still spend more time. It's the opposite effect. People don't want to spend time, especially kids. Where's the mindset here? I have 2 kids. You're telling me that these kids are going to sit there on their tablets, by the way, or on their mobile device with no computing power, keep dropping off, not hooked up to an Ethernet cable or whatnot. They're gonna spend this much time trying to get 175 or being carried to 175. Make it make sense. It makes no sense. You guys are doing everything freaking backwards, and it's messing up the vibe for everyone. You listen to a few people who are complaining about speaker women like, oh, killing the mob. Like, good. I spent like an hour and a half getting 175. I didn't know that was gonna be a thing. Me, Michael, DC, Jared, so we were just messing around. One day late night, we're like, all right, yeah, it was like 1:30 in the morning. Messing around, got there, got past 177, died on 180. All right, whatever. And then next week, Forex came out like, oh, we have one. And then you guys come out with this whole announcement stating that Speaker Woman, oh, it's a bug, or this is, it should have, that's how Speaker Woman should have been attended. Thank you. It was finally like, oh, well, this is a good thing. Now you walked it back. Just like you walked back the whole levels from the runes and stuff, like you walk back 4K, not to get stacked or anything, you keep taking stuff away and not giving enough. These whole little compensation codes, they don't get it. They don't cut the mustard. I'm sorry. This right here, finally, after a year, you put this in here, that's not cutting it. And I keep telling you, you need to alternate. I'm gonna keep saying it over and over. Every week. 1 week, double gems. Another week, double XP. Another week, double eternal crystals. You gotta give more in order to get more. But see, I'm gonna give you guys something. I'm gonna tell you guys, see, this is not for the mods and developers. I'm gonna put the whole player community on game right now, because in case you guys didn't know, I know this because I'm a DevOps engineer. So let me explain something to you. If we look at this leaderboard, top 50 playtime, I'm at 302 days, 12 hours, and 42 minutes. I'm number 13. Number 13. Ain't that something? Fozzie, shout out to Fozzie. Texie Mexi, shout out to him. I think DC might be on here. DC the True. Absolutely insanity, right? I bet you some of those guys are not on the top 50 rebirth though. It's some goofy stuff going on, man. I don't understand like how these guys are on top. How? You think I'll be on? Okay, so I'm on all four. I'm on all four. Shout out to me. Yeah. I don't care. But that top 51 playtime, that's important. Let me take you on a journey, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Do Roblox devs get paid the longer they play? Yeah, here we go. So I am a premium. Okay, let me go back. You can see right here. That tells you I'm premium. All right, we got that. Premium subscription engagement based payouts FAQs. Okay, for players. All right. How does my premium subscription help my favorite experiences? If you are a premium subscriber, a portion of your subscription fee will go directly to the most paid experiences. Meaning, the longer I play that game, I pay $20 a month. So part of that $20 goes to Mal, Mio, Home, wherever their name is. It goes to those devs. For developers, how does premium playtime score calculated? Playtime score is determined by the portion of time a premium user spends in your experience. Now, okay, not everyone's a premium member. We get that. But they do also have, engagement-based payouts. They have other mechanisms in place that for the longer you play this game, they will get paid, they get compensated for it, right? Their fees in terms get lower. So you don't know why it takes you a long time to grind and they make it a little bit harder for you? It's because of that. They're milking you for every moment and cent and second of your time so they can squeeze out $1 or $2. And part of me understands that mentality due to the fact that, like, if you try to develop a game for Roblox, if I paid, let's say, $10,000 into this game, which is probably the minimum I spent, they might only see maybe, if they're lucky, $2,500. So 25%. That's on the higher end. 25% of that $10,000. A lot of that money goes back to the platform. Roblox is a dirty business. In order to fight dirt, they got to play in the dirt too. And it's unfortunate because I can't put this all on the developers themselves. It's also the platform themselves. It's Roblox as a whole. And I'm sure a lot of you guys don't really care. A lot of your kids, you're like, why do I play my favorite game? But as far as developers go, they have to make their money. And I do understand that sentiment, especially from a small team and whatnot. Be that as it may, you got to make a better experience because if you're doing this little knick-knack crap, nickel and dime crap to kind of like keep us more engaged and taking stuff away from us, as opposed to giving more stuff and trying to build a customer base, especially the free-to-play players who conversions, trying to convert them to be pay to win, you're not doing a good job. You failed at the plushie thing. You keep failing. You're doing goofy stuff. There's another thing we're talking about right there. I mean, I'm gonna keep cooking. Here's another thing. I mean, let's talk about this. The free UGC. If you want to play like Arm Wrestling Simulator, they never did no top 10 crap. It was usually like the top 25,000, top 5,000. How can you implement this when your game doesn't start on a consistent time, meaning the game's based on the Eastern Hemisphere, whereas I'm going to assume that a good bit of the people who spend money in your games from the Western Hemisphere. I mean, that could be borderline conceited and arrogant to say, but let me rephrase that then. A good portion comes from the Western Hemisphere. You need to include some mechanism where when your game starts over there, the game should start over here at a certain time, and then that way you're incorporating everyone. I'm not getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I have to go to work to try to like be on top on this leaderboard, and just for you to do 10, just 10? At least do like, okay, so your player base right now, like I said, it's averaging between 2.9 to 4.2. Last week and the week before that, it was up there. It was up in the 6, the high 5s and 6. Give it to the top 1,000. Be courteous. Top 10, you guys are so stingy. I don't understand it. You're greedy. You're super greedy. The greed keeps backfiring at you guys. I mean, it's just bozo behavior, to be honest with you. Anyways, I mean, I've been ranting and raving and going off. I mean, let's run. All right, let's run everything down. Sword luck, trash. Swords themselves and the damage, even the endless one, trash. We're world grinding. Endless. 175 wave 175 to get 4x, trash. Oh, we don't want to carry players, so we made all these things hard. Yet, we have 50% join your teams. You want to make it endless, you got to join all together. Oh, well, we want free-to-play players, but also, we need our pay-to-win players to be happy, this and that. So it's trash on both ends. You guys are mucking up. I'm on all 4 of these boards, right? I pay you a whole bunch of money. I'm one of the top rebirth people. Best hit, top 50 playtime. I just showed you, I die with a pay-to-win ornament. You got to do better than that. The balance is off. Trash. UGC giveouts, trash. These giveaways, all this stuff, this little knick-knack, little peasant stuff you're giving us, trash. You treat us like peasants. You really do. Straight up, you treat us like peasants. Like we're just second-class citizens. And I mean that. You can take that however, if you don't like me saying that, tough. You treat us like trash, for real. Everything is trash right now. The updates, they're too lopsided. I've been saying this. When did this start happening? I feel like this started happening like around Christmas time. After Christmas time, it's just gotten, the game was great up until Christmas time. Not to say that the game is not great, but the game was more balanced up until Christmas time. The game is off the chain right now in terms of like the lopsidedness and unbalanced, and just, you give us all this update one moment, you give us nothing the next week. I called it. I told you guys, and again, they try to catch you with this stuff. Here it is here. I'm gonna pull it up. Here they going off with these. Okay, here we go. We got these sneak peeks of the new world, blah, blah, blah. What did I say last week? I said that world probably would not be out until the end of July. I could be wrong. It could come out a week earlier than that, but I'm telling you right now, that world's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. And these bugs, man, when are you gonna fix this stuff? When you guys gonna stop nerfing stuff? Why can't I buy this? Why? Explain to me. Used to be able to. I can't, look, I'm like right there. I can't do anything. Why? What is going on? Explain this. Ugh. Hey guys, yeah, I hope you did like I did. You see that? 8.75, man. I wasn't playing around. I grind my little heart out. Grinding my little heart out to make sure I get all the little coins, man, because I'm telling you, there's something else gonna come down the pike, and then you're gonna be stuck up short. Because again, you give too little, like I keep talking about. The next time we're probably going to see a whole nother, double this, double that. It's not going to be for a long time. Now, it's saying, new event coming in 7 days. I mean, if the new event's coming in 7 days, that tells me it's not coming next week. So you guys can get that out of your head. It's going to be some goofy event. Oh, my God. I hope you guys saved up your coins, man. Anyways. Now you guys are finally getting past 184. Look at that. 184, 177. Everyone 177. Ever since freaking Speaker Woman. You guys gotta stop. You guys gotta get it together, man. It's a bad experience. First the boss mode nonsense. 4K nonsense. Speaker Woman nonsense. Getting stuck in the corner. These bugs. People jumping off the map in endless. It is not a good experience right now. I'm out, y'all. I'm done. I'm getting there. I really am getting there. Y'all gotta get it together. If you stuck around this video, thank you so much. Like and subscribe.